You're watching CBS News Los Angeles, The Rundown.
Hi, I'm Leslie Marin. Here are your top stories. A major shakeup at one of the biggest pizza chains. Pizza Hut says it's laying off its delivery drivers in California ahead of a new state law that will raise the minimum wage. Here's KCAL News reporter Joy Benedict.
Certainly some tough news for some employees of the fast food franchises of Pizza Hut, as we have learned that hundreds of delivery drivers will lose their jobs by the end of February. Several franchise owners throughout the state have made those notifications with EDD, alerting them of a looming layoff to happen in the next couple of months. Here at this particular location, they have 4 delivery drivers that will be in fact losing their job. Statewide, some reports by Business Insider are reporting that more than 1,200 delivery drivers across the state of California will lose their job. And although the notification with the state doesn't have to specify why they are choosing to lay off their delivery drivers, of course, many industry experts say that this is in direct correlation with the fact that the minimum wage for fast food workers is increasing in April. You may recall that the state decided to increase the minimum wage to $20 an hour for fast food workers here in just a couple of months. And of course, businesses are having to make those cuts to make up the difference. But again, we don't know exactly why they are laying off the delivery drivers, but we do know that hundreds of them will lose their jobs.
Thank you so much, Joy. Well, you may have gotten this as a gift or given this as a gift this holiday season, an Apple smartwatch. Today, the company appealed a U.S. trade ban on the imports of the watches over a patent dispute. The Apple Series 9 and Ultra 2 watches can read oxygen levels in the blood, a feature that medical device company Masimo says infringes its patents. The dispute halted sales for the smartwatches in the U.S., and Apple says it strongly disagrees with the decision and is, quote, taking all measures to return the watches to customers in the U.S. as soon as possible. Masimo calls the move a win for the integrity of the U.S. patent system and consumers.
They've each accused each other of various patent infringements, and this is very common. It's just rare that at this point they're actually pulling a product off store shelves.
If you bought an Apple Watch in the last 3 years and it breaks, well, you may not be able to get it fixed until the dispute ends. A heads up for drivers in Pomona this week. Caltrans announced a number of overnight closures on both sides of the 71 freeway. They will take place tonight through Friday between the 60 freeway and Mission Boulevard. Drivers are asked to use alternative routes. The closures are part of a project that will convert the 71 from 4 to 8 lanes in that area. Well, turning now to your weather, you got a beautiful holiday weekend. Calm conditions will stay with us, but not for very long. KCAL News meteorologist Olga Ospina has your next weather.
Hi, I'm Olga Ospina with a look at what is next in your forecast. That things are going to continue dry and mild over the next several days, at least through Friday. Then by late Friday and especially Saturday, that's when we're going to start to see some chances for some rain. High surf along the coast. In fact, we have some high surf advisories. That's going to continue through the weekend. The good news is that New Year's Eve on Sunday, things are going to be drying out. So let's take you through Futurecast, show you what to expect as we head into the coming days. For the Northern California area, we're looking at some rain impacting us. However, that is not going to reach us. It's really going to be that next system, the one Friday into Saturday, that's really going to start affecting us. For some areas, you could start seeing a few showers late Friday. Really, most of your Friday is going to be dry. It's not going to be until Saturday. Even when you wake up, we'll start to see some of that widespread rain. It's not going to be especially heavy. We're talking about 1/4 of an inch or less for most coasts and valleys, and then under 1/2 an inch for most foothills and mountain areas. And then that's going to move out fairly quickly, leaving us with a dry New Year's Eve. Coastline, if you live near the beach, keep in mind coastal flood advisory, high surf advisory as well, with temperatures on Wednesday in the 60s for most of us. And we'll continue with 60s for most areas, low 70s Thursday, Friday. And then there's that chance of showers by Saturday, drying out nicely as we head into the holidays.
Olga, thank you. The countdown is on for the Rose Parade on New Year's Day. Volunteers are working around the clock to get the floats ready. KCAL News reporter Lauren Posen has a preview of one of them.
I'm Lauren Posen in South Pasadena, and boy, do we have a treat for you tonight. We are showing you one of the floats being made for the Rose Parade on Monday. This one is really special and unique. It's the City of South Pasadena's float, and there's no big sponsors. Everything you see here is funded by the community. That's what makes it so special. Okay, let's see the float now. Behind me is part of it. You can see there's a snake over here, a big giraffe. He's gonna get his legs pretty soon. They're working on that. Let's walk around here, I'll show you. Just like all the floats you see in the Rose Parade, everything here is natural. So everything you see here, it's just really, really cool. And what I just noticed too is they've marked the float. So see green, it says green here. So they're gonna put green flowers here. Everything is just prep for the flowers. Those are gonna be coming on in a couple days. And I have to show you over here this orangutan. He's super cool. They're putting some of the final touches on him. Let me walk you over here, I'll show you. Here he is, he's by our live truck. Look at this guy. How neat is that? I'm told he's made with oatmeal, and they're putting his hair on, his legs there. I mean, look at his eyebrows, how cool with the feathers. Just beautiful, really, really special. And so tonight our story is going to be talking about this float, the city of South Pasadena's float, and how it's all made for and funded by the community. It's not a big sponsorship like when you see some of those big magical floats that go down Colorado Boulevard. A lot of them are sponsored with some pretty big sponsors. These are not, but it doesn't make it less special. It makes it even more special. So we're going to talk about that tonight. We're going to talk to some of the volunteers. There's volunteers from all over here except Alaska. I've heard they're working on that. And what drives them to come out here and put this beautiful float together, because it's a lot of work, but boy does it look beautiful. We'll see you tonight starting on KCAL News. See you then.
So much work left, but it looks so good, Lauren. Well, this has been CBS News Los Angeles, The Rundown. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back live at KCAL News at 8 here on CBS News Los Angeles.